Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday. Yay, it's Friday, January 28th. And we've got a couple of folks here to talk to you about some great things going on. But before we get to who's on our show, we've got one meeting to tell you about today, and that's at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and that will be the GRF Clubhouse Renovation Ad Hoc Committee, and it is virtual, so you could follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have Nick Jordan, who is here on behalf of Wells of Life. We're going to talk about his organization and all the wonderful things that they've been doing pretty much around the world, so he'll tell us all about that. Then we've got the OC Old Pros, and that is with Sharon and John, and they are great, and they've got a great activity coming up just in the next few days, so we wanted to tell you about that. And it benefits the Equestrian Center, so we'll check that out in just a bit. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We do have some cloudy skies today, mostly high clouds. You can see we still have some of those clouds right now. It will be on and off all day. The sun will try to peek out, but we will be getting a little bit more cloudy as the day goes on. 74-51 today, tomorrow 72-50. Sunday for our big showdown between the Rams and the 49ers, 70-48. And then Monday 67-47 and Tuesday 66-51. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:50 and our sunset will be at 5:18. And thank you, Alan, for sending in this photo from our golf course and obviously one of the many trees that we have here in the village. If you have a photo that you would like to share with us, and I'm so happy to say that many of you have been sending in some great ones, so I'm trying to get to them as fast as I can. Appreciate you sending those in to Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we'll have Nick Jordan, so stick around.
For more than 30 years, Active Care has been providing the highest level of care to residents with Alzheimer's or other memory loss. We specialize in memory care. That's our sole focus. With 3 levels of care and an engaging activity program, Active Care enhances life for every resident every day. Our newest community, Active Care Laguna Hills, will open this fall. We're now accepting reservations. Call 949-877-8233 to learn more.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
At Freedom Village, we want you to create a life worth believing in.
Staffing is fantastic. Whenever you need help, they're there to help you.
I met so many people. I have so many friends now compared to when I was, living by myself. I didn't have hardly any friends.
I have to say it was one of the best decisions of my life.
It's like living in a resort. It's just the nicest way to live.
Are you undergoing infusion therapy? You now have a choice. Infusion for Health is a specialty infusion center that expertly cares for patients with chronic conditions. Our brand new facility in Laguna Hills takes patient care to the next level. Relax in your private suite with refreshments and on-demand entertainment. We offer 7 convenient locations. We accept Medicare, PPO, and HMO. Call today to get started.
welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Nick Jordan here on behalf of Wells of Life. Well, Nick, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm well, Lisa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the invitation.
Oh, absolutely. Now, you know, we actually have had you on before, but most recently we had Constance Sorensen, who is here. She was our makeup artist for a long time, and she told us all about how you guys have really been doing a lot of work around the world, but also right here in our backyard. But before we get into all of those details, you know, you have a very interesting kind of a transition that you go from one to the other, and then here you are with Wells of Life. So tell me a little about yourself.
The short version, Lisa, is I'm an immigrant. That's why I speak like I do. Man from Ireland, former school teacher, had a wonderful business career here, actually not too far from here in Laguna Beach.
Okay.
Was in real estate. Had an opportunity to travel to Uganda, and my life completely changed in 2008 because I saw firsthand how much poverty there was and how much of that poverty was driven by lack of water.
Right.
I realized I had an opportunity to do something. So I came back in 2009, and that was essentially when I founded Wells of Life. And it's grown from there thanks to people like Mrs. Sorensen. I know Connie to her friends, and I now consider myself a friend. Such a wonderful ambassador. And you know, to share our own story is normally all we can do in life.
Right.
And sometimes people resonate with it, and sometimes they don't. But the good folks here in Laguna Village have absolutely embraced Wells of Life, and that's why I'm so excited to be here again, just to tell you a few stories and answer any questions you have.
Excellent, excellent. Well, as you know, around the world, obviously, there's a water crisis. I mean, even in our own backyard, we're having difficulty with water because of the rains, and we're having droughts and things like that. But of course, we can turn on our faucet and we can get water from our local water departments.
Yes.
However, in places like Uganda, you can't do that. And so tell me a little bit about some of the struggles that they're having.
Of course. The lack of water is what I would refer to as the taproot of poverty. It's what really drives that cycle that means mothers and daughters, the daughter follows a mother into poverty because without water, she essentially has to haul water multiple times a day for as much as 3 miles, sometimes for multiple hours. The heartbreak is that she's denied an opportunity to receive an education.
Right.
And it becomes that driving force of everybody's life. Now, there's 1 billion people in the world that lack water. We work solely in Uganda. There's 18 million people there.
Wow.
Wells of Life made a commitment in 2008 to bring water to 1 million. I am so thrilled to tell you, Lisa, that by the end of this year, we will be able to announce that we have reached that goal, and every day we're bringing water to 1 million people.
That's amazing. That's awesome. Now we were showing some video of how you actually do this. So you drill for the water, correct?
Correct.
And how do you know where to drill?
We have the use of a wonderful person called a hydrologist.
Okay.
And their job is to give the highest percentage certainty that water is in the ground.
Okay.
You know, one of the real heartbreaks is that there's lots of problems that we have, obviously, in the world today that we haven't been able to solve. Water is a problem that we have been able to solve because in almost every situation, water is 50 feet or more under the ground where a child has to die needlessly. We can bring that water to the surface. Yes, we own and operate drilling rigs. 1 week, Lisa, is what it takes for a water well to be drilled, water to come to the surface, children to just dance and jump and play as children love to do in water. And that's where, you know, the wonderful people from Laguna Village, especially many of the congregation of the Lutheran Church and St. Nicholas, have embraced bringing water to those in need. And you know, I told you I'd give you a short report. I believe you have about 14,000 listeners here that tune in and listen to your wonderful show. Well, because of the last visit, 8,000 people in Uganda receive water every day.
Wow.
Again, thanks to your listenership to the Lutheran Church of the Cross, to St. Nicholas, and who knows, after this interview there may be lots and lots more because we surely need the support.
Absolutely. And you know, one thing I wanted to talk about is how you bring things, back here to Orange County,
Yes.
and many people, as you mentioned, have donated. But one important thing is you do what did you call it? Where it's kind of like in honor of.
Yes, a memorial well.
Memorial, yes.
Yeah, let me just talk about that for a moment, because the one thing we can say with great certainty is that we are all going to die at some point. And so I think most people would give a thought to, hey, how do I want to be remembered? Because we're not taking anything with us, no matter what anybody tells us. That's not going to happen. So to be remembered by giving life and hope through a water well, I think is a beautiful way to be remembered. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday was the anniversary of losing the wonderful and amazing humanitarian Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter Gianna.
Right.
We dedicated a memorial well at a school and a medical center in Uganda that honors his and Gianna's life. It's so touching to see mothers come to that well every morning, and we have a plaque, a dedication plaque on that well, as on every well, and every single morning the gift of life is remembered, and the wonderful life of Kobe and Gianna are always remembered. So it's a great way to be able to leave a legacy, create something that makes a difference. And we do a lot of memorial wells. We've had a huge amount of people that say, you know what, I can do that.
Okay.
It's not that difficult, and there's many different ways to do it, and I can tell you those later on.
Okay, well, it looks like you were having a little bit of a ceremony with that. Was that something that you do on every memorial one? You have a little bit of a ceremony?
We dedicate the well, first of all, because that's such an important happening to where the community receives that gift. It's no longer the donor's gift, because we want the community to take complete ownership of this water well.
Okay.
It will have, of course, the dedication plaque. The dedication of the Kobe and Gianna Bryant Memorial Well. They have a special ceremony every year, obviously on the anniversary date.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And so they bring flowers. There's a blessing.
Okay.
One of the local priests comes and just prays, which brings back the mindfulness of life is sometimes very short.
Exactly. All right. Well, excellent. Well, in order for people to make a difference and to help you build the wells, what are some things they can do?
I sort of like to refer it as a 1, 2, 3. The easiest thing to do is to simply write a check. And let me tell you that a water well that serves up to 1,000 people costs $8,000. So it's very reasonable, $8 per life. We also restore wells called Operation Restoration, and that brings water to the same amount of people and costs $4,000. So I simply say this: you can write a check, which is very easy, but in addition, you can also give a gift of stock, of appreciated stock, which there's plenty of that around in people's portfolios. So perhaps somebody would like to call their CPA or their financial planner. And then last, we have so many different donors that include Wells of Life in their will. Because again, we will be gone. What's left is left. And why not create that legacy by bringing life to a community where mothers don't have to bring water, where their daughters can break the cycle of poverty and begin attending school. And I can assure you of one thing: when a young lady receives the blessing of a school education, they become great students. And you, as the donor, have made that possible. So a check, appreciated stock, name us in your will. And I love, because I'm a local man, I'm here in San Juan Capistrano, and I truly love the opportunity to visit. So when somebody decides, and if they decide that they want to write a check, call me. I'll be the very happy Irish courier that will come pick that check up.
Pick that up.
If you make tea or make coffee, or even if you have wine, we'll sit, we'll chat, and we'll talk about the amazing miracle that you've just created. So it's a very personal organization.
I love it. Well, thank you, Nick, so much for sharing the information with us.
Thank you, Lisa. Wonderful to be here. Bye.
Welcome. And if you want more information about what we've just discussed, you can go to wellsoflife.org, or you could email them at info@wellsoflife.org, or call the number on your screen. We'll be right back.
Laguna Niguel Hyundai used car sales event is going on now. Save now on over 250 used cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock. All makes, all models, all price from $20,000 or less. Plus, we'll buy your current car, paid for or not, including lease buyouts with top dollar paid on the spot. Shop online anytime at LagunaNiguelHyundai.com at the 5 freeway at Avery Parkway.
Silver
and gold. Consider it sold.
The Jewelry Box Estate buyers will buy your jewelry, fine timepieces, flatware, and more. With metals at an all-time high, now is the time to sell. If you need to sell, refurbish, or appraise jewelry and watches, the experts at the Jewelry Box Estate buyers are here to help. Come and visit us at our new location.
At the Jewelry Box, it's about trust.
The whiskey drought and the beer changes my blues away, and I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I slip on down to the oasis 'cause I got
Welcome back. Well, we have John and Sharon here on behalf of the Old Pros. Well, thank you for joining me today, and don't you guys look so country?
Aren't we?
I love it. I love it. You're setting the stage for what we're about to talk about. But before we get into what you guys are doing, John, you haven't been with us before. Let's have a little introduction of who you are and what you've been doing.
Well, I moved here about 8 years ago, and from Big Bear Lake.
Okay.
And I've been part of the Old Pros for about maybe 5 months.
5 or 6 months, yeah.
5 or 6 months.
Okay.
And it's been very fortunate to be able to perform with these professionals.
Well, they're always great fun, and we always enjoy all the things that they do. So you guys have a benefit, a concert, a whole bunch of things happening all in one. So tell me a little bit about the event.
Well, what happened originally was we decided to do a little murder mystery, not a murder mystery, but a mystery kind of show called Moonshine Mystery. The story was that somebody was making moonshine at the Equestrian Center, and 2 undercover cops posing as riders and cowboy and cowgirl came to try to figure out what it was. And we had music and we had script, and it just wasn't working. And we went, oh, forget that. Let's just do a concert of the music. So it's still going to benefit the Equestrian Center.
Okay.
And it's going to be in Clubhouse 5, Monday, January 31st at 7 p.m. John is a terrific singer. He's singing some
that's
great
you
songs.
in the middle. Is that you in the middle with the
That is
guitar?
with the guitar,
It
yeah.
is.
Oh, and so you're with the Moonshiners.
The Moonshiners. Well, that's what we call the group, since it was going to be Moonshine Mystery.
Oh, I see.
They're the
I
Moonshiners.
see. Okay.
So this band has never been a band before, but I have to tell you the truth, at the first music rehearsal, when they all played together, I wept because they were so good.
Oh, wow.
I honestly did.
Well, that's great.
These are a lot of really terrific hand-picked musicians, most of whom live in the village.
Okay.
The 2 guys who are in the band who don't live in the village are in the village string band emeritus class.
Oh, okay, okay.
And are terrific instrumentalists.
Okay.
And it's a really terrific band. We've got some great singers from the different bands. All of the members of the Woods Combo are in this band.
Okay.
And a couple of members of other bands, like from the Retrofits and Band X, and a little band called what are they called? The Silver Dollar String Band.
Oh, nice.
All of these people are in this band, so it's a big band, and we have lots of singers who you've heard in other shows, or seen in other shows, or maybe never saw before, and really terrific. A couple of things that are just for fun.
I love it.
A couple of cowboy readings, and it should be a really, really entertaining show. The music is great, the musicians are great. Of course, being in Clubhouse 5, we will be following mask protocols. Everybody off the stage will be expected to wear masks. They are invited to bring their own everything, food and drink, but if you're not drinking and not eating, please keep your mask on.
Sure.
And vaccination status will be checked at the door.
Okay, good.
So we want everybody to be safe and to come out safe.
Okay. Now let's look at some of the details again on the flyer. So it's going to be January 31st.
Yes, which is a Monday.
And Clubhouse 5. And Tickets are really reasonable, $10, but of course you are bringing your own stuff, but that you're getting all of the music.
Right.
And is it all going to be country setting music or
It's mostly country, a little western, a little in, like Georgia, Georgia. Of course, that's Moki from the Woods Combo who will be singing that.
Okay.
Fabulously, of course. And so the music that kind of rocks into other categories, but a lot of fun and a lot of really good voices.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now you are a singer as well as a guitarist?
I sing, yes.
Okay, and how long have you been playing in a band? Or playing the guitar and singing?
He has a totally different kind of band.
Currently I sing in a Hawaiian band.
Oh, really?
And we sing mostly traditional Hawaiian songs with hula.
Okay.
But it has gone back as far as 1966.
Wow.
When I was a member of a rock and roll group in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And we would play there. This was in Tucson. So we did a lot of country stuff then.
Did you? Okay.
And so it's always enjoyed playing and singing, so
okay.
It's been fun.
Was it hard to get all of the different artists together, or did it just sort of meld together without any issues?
For this current
Yeah.
production, I think people just, we just saw the advertisement in the Globe, and my wife said, you need to go and audition, and so I did. And
awesome.
There were a lot of people there auditioning.
Oh, really? Wow.
So it didn't seem to be a problem getting people to come.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And
Yeah.
then let's talk about the benefit. Now it is benefiting the Equestrian Center.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because originally we were going to shoot for Channel 6 our Moonshine Mystery at the Equestrian Center and make it an advertisement for them.
Mm-hmm.
And since they were so incredibly cooperative with it, and being that we're doing country and western and we love horses, it just seemed like a natural fit that we should still donate some of the proceeds back to them.
That's great.
So yeah, and a couple of our band members, their wives are very involved in the Saddle Club and in the Equestrian Center, so that makes it even more fun.
Well, I love that, and I think it's great that you are benefiting the Equestrian Center. They're a great program, and as you mentioned, the folks, they have the Saddle Club and they have riding lessons, and it really is a nice benefit for Laguna Woods residents.
Yeah,
so
it is
excellent.
fantastic.
Well, thank you both. It was very nice to meet you. We'll see you again, I'm sure, because I'm sure they will rope you in to come on this show, no doubt. All right. Well, thank you both, and good luck to you on your program.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right. And if you want more information about what we've just discussed, you can go to oldpros.org. We'll be right back.
And I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I slip on down to the oasis 'cause I got.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system. But most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
This March, the Hog Classic returns to Newport Beach Country Club. Don't miss the action as Ernie Els, Jim Furyk, Fred Couples, David Duval, and many more tee it up at Orange County's only PGA Tour event. From tee to green, capture every moment, on course and up close. See you at the beach.
Welcome back. Okay, our movie for today is called Manchester by the Sea, and that is starring Casey Affleck. And you can see that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. Well, we have something to tell you about the Stars Encore channel, and that's channels actually, 550 through 566. Now, effective next week, it will be February. They are only going to show the West Coast feed and not the East Coast feed. So what you need to do is make sure that you reschedule your recordings to now be the West Coast time zone. So that'd be the Pacific time zone. So we just wanted to let you know about that, and that will be happening next week. If you have any questions about this, just email our programming at vmsinc.org. All right, as we just heard that the Old Pros has their event coming up on January 31st. So don't forget to inquire. It's only $10, and that will be at Clubhouse 5 at 7 p.m., and that is on the 31st. And remember, proceeds go to our fantastic equestrian center. So awesome. Also wanted to let you know that the grand jury extended their deadline. So if you are interested in participating in this really noble and very interesting job, you can apply at the ocgrandjury.org or call them at 657-622-6747. And remember that the deadline has been extended to February 24th. And then one last thing, wanted to make sure you know that volunteers are needed for Meals on Wheels. So if you have some time in the midday of your day, just for a couple of hours, you just go pick up the food over at the Florence Sylvester Senior Center and you deliver it locally to people here in Laguna Woods Village. If you want to participate in that, please call 949-380-0155. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at nice sunny skies, but today we are looking at mostly cloudy. 74-51, partly cloudy. 72-50, Sunday 70-48, and Monday 67-47. Tuesday 66-51. If you are traveling, you're either going here to California or Las Vegas. Local 66-48, Santa Barbara 67-45, San Diego 66-48, Tahoe 43-20, Mammoth 38-15, Big Bear 45-22, Palm Springs getting a little warmer 75-50, and Las Vegas 62-40. So not quite warm enough yet in Vegas to go to those pools. Have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
What sets Maypro apart from other cleaning companies? Well, for starters, we're pros. So we're pro scrubbing, dusting, shining. We're pro kid and pet friendly. We're pro doing things your way, like not touching your messy desk. We're pro neat freak. We're pro affordable and pro Monday afternoons because that time was just right for you. In short, Made Pro is pro you. Made Pro, because your standards aren't standard.